Yeah, give it a try. We'll see what happens. I'm going to do a ready check to make sure that everyone's here, and then tanks get yourself sorted. Make sure that we're spreading them out a little bit so those two priestesses stay well away from the range groups, please. And Mike, you have to pull the fish. That's fish. They're not fish at all. They're small bats. Pull them to the left.
Yeah, okay. Worried about the aggro range on that big dude.
Yeah, so just be careful. Here you go, everyone. 7 Shrine Cavern. The first pull will be coming as soon as Dan's ready.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, hibernate works.
Decharge.
Yeah, they all look immune to sheep. Oh, I can sheep their bats.
Okay, so bats CCable, nothing else. Bats enraged. Watch it.
When it's enraged, I can't sheep it.
Yeah, same. Hibernate.
Oh, on my AoE anyway. You ain't gonna be able to sheep.
That's fine, just for future pulls, man. It's just science for now.
It might be better, right?
Pulling those into the raid so they don't charge.
Pulling the bats into the rage,
Yeah, but we'll leave it as it is for this pull. Next time we'll change it. See if that helps. They don't seem to have any actual AoE ability.
No, they don't. Not cleaving or...
What?
Sure, did you there as well, man? They just did not like you at all. Right, we're going to take these bats out quicker next time because they're the ones that are causing the real trouble.
Yeah.
But there is an AoE, Spore Burst.
Let's kill them first.
Yep. Okay, the chaotic nature of the pull there, when things were pulled by accident.
Yeah, sorry. I was getting in range. Apparently that was one step too close.
Alright, let's get the guys rezzed up and rebuffed. We're going to cycle through the tanks on these Colossus and just make sure that all of you guys are going to be comfortable tanking them for whatever reason. They've got a variety of different abilities that they can use, similar to the guys in AQ, so we need to have one of the tanks pull them, keep it away while we work out what the hell he's going to do to us, and then we adapt as necessary. So melee in particular, just stay well away from him, at least for the initial few seconds, please. Callie, you're going to start off with the first one when everyone's good to go. Jack, Zara, just say when you're good.
Yeah, we're good anyway. Let's heal as we go.
Okay. Next time he comes back, Callie, we'll pull him so he's going to be nice and clear of that next patrol. Do you want the hunter to pull it, or are you going to be good?
Oh, bull.
Okay. So these guys can do a nasty AoE Earthquake, which will hit everyone in melee. They can put a parasitic dot on people, which will tick away quite heavily for nature damage. They can do an acid spray, so you might want to face them away from the raid, because I believe that's frontal facing. And a bunch of other goodies. Let's see how we do. And apparently they have weaknesses as well. We can use detect magic on them.
I don't know where that is.
Big raid damage.
Getting out of the shit.
Earthquake.
So stood right at the back and taking no damage whatsoever. But I don't know what your range is though.
Yeah, it's just a melee that takes it.
Okay, so this time, yeah, we are going to kill the bats first. Mike, you're going to pull them a little bit closer to range, so hopefully they're not going to charge around like lunatics. Once the bats are dead, we're going to take out the casters, and then we're going to take out the hunter, Beastmaster dude. Same tanks on the same target. When everyone's manned up, we'll go.
Still want me to keep the tamer slightly back?
Yes,
Or
keep
shall
him.
I tank him with the screamers?
Yeah, keep him with the screamers. I mean, I don't think that those guys were doing anything particularly devastating to you, were they? Angel, Callie?
No, they were a great team.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just keep those three together and we'll see if that causes any issues.
Okay.
Yep. Oh
What?
no.
Jack.
He's on me, sir.
I did misdirect him as well. It was just a charge.
And that would have been me normally.
Literally just hit me for.
So square's a bit close. Pull those casters a bit further away if you can, guys. Thank you.
Mark, can you target up, please?
Square, mate.
Bring down square.
The caster's stunnable. Have you tried?
No.
Immune to concussion blow.
Okay.
The tamer is.
I tried the big guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
bats
safe
are
to
stunnable.
assume that the CC is going to be the exception rather than a rule in these kind of packs.
An epic should.
Oh, very nice.
Mm.
Oh, good times. Right, Angel, it's your turn for this guy.
Just say when.
Everyone's full. Jack needs rebuffing and everything, so hold up. For the next time he patrols back, if you don't mind. I'm going to take it a little bit steady today while we work out the trash pools.
I'll drink, hopefully not die then.
Okay, next time he's in range then. Oh,
Good
congrats.
Congrats,
Is that this stuff already?
Nice.
Wow.
Grant Angel.
Oh, it is.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sorry. I've stopped everything.
Turn it back around at least.
Got him back.
Okay.
Seems nature's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's vulnerable to nature. This one.
Okay, is that something we need to detect magic up for, or does it actually tell you just by default?
You said it on the toolbar then, I don't know.
Out the poison, out the poison.
Yeah,
My
the
shadow you are showing around.
7k crit on that.
Dan, you suck.
Hey, I didn't die. Yes.
He's representing Team Mage. Good job.
Yeah, I've got a bit of reject. Can't let him die on his own. Cheers.
Right, so can we get one of the DPS please to call out the vulnerabilities for it? Any volunteers?
I've not seen it, dude, so I'm looking for now.
If I see it, I'll just shout.
Yeah,
I saw it on that one. I didn't see it on the previous one though. So.
Is detect magic not doing it, Dan? Or Jack?
That's what I was asking.
I don't even know what the spell is called because I'm trying to find it. I can't find it.
It's called Detect Magic.
Detect Magic.
Oh my god.
It's like
on your bar.
Oh mate, don't know what it is.
it's literally not under D in my book. I don't know what it is.
Okay, well,
Did you take it out with this update? I mean, maybe it just automatically applied. I don't know.
I've no idea. I don't play no bloody mage. Right, let's get this next pack done, cleared out, and then that should be us good for getting towards the boss. Let's go.
Range, you want to come closer to start with, so you don't get instantly charged. Thank you.
I hate these guys. I'm just going to stay next to you.
Okay, Jack, have a shield.
It's the only reason why I survived these days. I got a shield.
I don't see detect magic either, mate. So you're not alone.
Yeah, I must have got taken out. Maybe I don't know.
Should be under your intellect tab.
Yeah, it should be in the arcade.
Max range casters. Okay. Any patrols around here that we need to kill, or are we good for just the boss now?
I think it's good now.
Alright, cool. So I've popped in a little thing in Discord about how the boss fight is going to go. Hopefully you've all had a chance to glance through it. So let's just quickly go over it. So he's going to start out in Frost form, and he's going to be tanked initially by Mike, who's going to hold him there while various stacks will pop up on him. As those stacks get too high, he'll start to take unbearable frost damage, and then we need to swap over to his nature roll. We do that by pulling him away from the beams in between those two purple flags that we can see. Draw an imaginary line between those flags, and that's the threshold you need to cross him over. Upon crossing that threshold, he will completely drop threats. So all DPS, you need to be aware when Mike's going to swap him over. Mike gives a nice clear shout out, and DPS just stop everything until it's been picked up by the nature tank, who will be Callie. When he changes over, he will spawn 4 little elemental ads that they're going to get picked up by Garble and Angel, and Mike's going to help out with that as well, so they can just get held nice and close to the boss. We're going to single target, mark one of those with a skull to single target down very quickly, and then AoE down the rest, and then we're going to go on to the boss. That way we're not going to go hit the boss with any crazy Seed of Corruption crits or anything, and aggro is going to be nice and stable. DPS all happy with that?
Yep.
Excellent. That's what we need. All right, I need to do a little bit of swapping around in the groups.
How many stacks changing on? 3 or 4? Or?
I'd say make it to 4 stacks, I think, or 5 is the maximum, but 4 is the one I'd recommend.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some videos. I suggest 4.
Just while I'm reading my notes here, Mike, would you swap Tina and Korax over for me, please? And swap
I've already
blasts.
done it.
Oh, you've done it. Okay, fair enough. Cheers, Gob.
And you want blasts and sucks swapping?
Yes,
the
please.
blast is in Mike's group?
Yeah.
That does mean you've got 2 shamans in that group, though, Vile.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Give me a second.
I need that sweet hit to him.
Yeah, Mike wants the hits from that, so we can, because he needs that for his tanking. So we need to have Mike in that group, so we can swap Blasts and Ostvel, but then Ostvel's going to miss out a bit as well. But
why don't you put Ostvel in Angel's group and put Cobbs down the bottom?
That's going to end up swapping a loads of people around. It's going to make things complicated. I want to do like a 1-for-1 swap where I can. It might not be absolutely optimal, but it's going to be easy enough to handle.
Are you only putting this in just for max hit rating? It's not really a priority, is it?
Well, I've lost a lot of spell power, mate, because of Frost Gear, so...
The whole purpose of that is always to boost any DPS, isn't it?
Yes, it's to boost my DPS, which boosts my threat.
I mean...
I'm a
yeah,
hit,
it
obviously.
is. I want to, just for at least the first pull, we want to see if Mike can handle it with Blasts in there in his group. It's been a special request, and I've said that we'll give it a try. I know it's not going to give perfect DPS for the guys in Group 5, so that's something we're going to have to live with for this first pull. We will shake things up a little bit next time if we can, and hopefully we'll have Chris involved as well. So we'll have that extra Elemental Shaman. Unfortunately, he's not here today, so we're going to have to make do, guys. That's the decision that's been made. Yes?
Just a quick one. Obviously, we plan on putting Tina into Group 1. Shamans do have a nature resistance totem, so would it not be better to just have Cobbs drop the totem and keep Tina in Mike's group to keep the damage up for him as well?
Sure, let's do that. Why not? So, we're going to get the boss started with Mike, who's going to be tanking him for the phase. Give us a nice clear shout out when you're going to move him out, Mike. All DPS stop. Callie's going to pick up the boss when he transforms, and DPS, we're going to have one of the mobs marked with a skull. Angel, I want you to mark a skull up, please. DPS, you're going to kill that. Then you're going to AoE down the remaining 3, and then you're going to start damaging the boss. Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Good.
Just a question. When I get the 4th stack, I have to go between the 2 purple flags, right?
Yes, when you get the 4th stack and you shout out, you need to take him back up the ramp, and when he goes back behind those purple flags, then he should get the beams back on him again, and he'll do another threat reset, and we just restart the cycle.
Yeah. So effectively what we need the tanks to do is obviously be very clear when they get the 4th stack, so that the DPS stop completely while the transition happens, because if someone's carries on DPS while we're in transition, we may end up with double the ads and a whole load of issues.
Exactly. He can spawn those ads an infinite number of times, so if he goes bouncing backwards and forwards over that threshold, then he will just start spamming out ads, and then we will very quickly die. So let's make sure that there's none of that going on, and hold him a nice comfortable distance away from the flags as well, so there can't be any accidental crossing over until we're ready.
Aye.
Healers, so Halleck, Oak, and Dens, you're going to be just focusing on the main tanks for the whole time, unless you get trapped in an ice tomb, in which case we'll have somebody tagging in for you.
Roger, does Bubble clear ass too?
We'll have to find out. I'm not sure, but let me know. Me and Cobbs and Diego, we're going to be keeping the raid alive or gets hit with random AoE damage and gets stuck in the ice tombs and poison phase, all that good stuff. And we're going to help keep the AoE tanks alive during the transition. I think that's probably enough detail about the fight. Let's see if everyone's ready.
See if he's got my loot.
Nah, no loot on this guy. Sorry, Garble came in here and jumped himself down the lift, so he's jinxed it.
It was fun.
Sure it was. Everyone is ready, so let's just move over the bridge. And then Mike's doing the initial pull, so he's going to give us the countdown.
Quick one, Mike. Are you tanking him exactly where it is, or are you coming a bit forward?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I'll need to run away and drop the totals in closer.
Okay, so range do spread out a little bit because the Frost Tomb, I believe, does AoE damage too, so make sure that we're not all stacked on top of each other. And Mike, give us a countdown when you're good. Obviously, we're going to have these little patrol lads. Any of those aggro during the start of the fight, off tanks pick them up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The ads should be able to be banished as well.
I've only got 10k health.
Yeah, I can pretty much knock them out by myself.
Alright, leave guard to that then, guys. Everyone else on the boss. Got a bunch of us stuck. Need heals. Thank you.
So that's 2 now.
Yep, so on 50% extra damage. We should be good for now. How's your resistance going?
Stop damage.
Back off, guys. Callie, be ready. Let's get a skull. Thank you, Angel.
Just take it back over.
Insta dead carry
He was tanked on the line, I think. He kept spawning.
You shouldn't have pulled him back.
Yeah, Callie, you have to keep in this side.
Basically, that's my tank spot. This is your tank spot. This. You DI'd me in a weird place because I'm. Just
Well, I can't see where you are, kind of when I'm doing it, and there's all them mobs. So it'll be grateful you've got it at least.
Hopefully, he despawns. I can run.
There's no way you're going to run all the way out, guys, because it's a massive instance. So let's just get it done. That first phase seemed to go very smoothly. That was good. There was no major damage spikes on anyone. It was all nicely under control.
So, Callie, if you can see where Mike is with the skull, that's where you need to tank Hydros. You drag him back across the line, he spawns out.
Enough, Mike.
Nice. Thanks.
Okay.
The only person knocked there to get is Callie, I think.
Watch out for the ads, they're coming around again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try and get some people up front if we can. Can I go and grab Inara?
Getting Lee. There's Fish. We need to try and get him quickly.
Cobbs, I think you're going to have to run in. Callie and, Fish, I'm not sure we're going to be able to get you. Let's not risk it, guys.
Yeah.
Got Dens. Yeah, so sorry, Callie, should probably been a little bit clearer there. So when we're taking in the poison form, just bring him right into the centre of the bottom platform if we can. Sort of halfway between the ramp and the wooden section that we're stood on now.
And then obviously once you get your 4 stacks, then you take him back over the flag.
Exactly.
All good.
Yep. So I think that we've gone down to like 70%, so there's no real problem there with the damage going onto the tanks. There's no real problem with the ad control. The stacks are manageable. It's just getting that transition locked down.
Cheers, Fault.
Yeah, I'm 1 frost resistance over the cap. So I'm literally taking fuck all damage from him. Even when I'm not, even though I'm way below defense cap, so.
Right, well, it's
Yeah,
just purely magic damage, isn't it, on this fight? So you don't take any physical.
The one thing I did notice, I couldn't do any damage to any of the ads in that phase because they're removed to nature.
Yeah.
Just help out with heals then.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, or just save your mana and let it regen for a little bit.
No, I'm still fine, man. I have no issues there. So I'll throw heals where I can.
Cobbs, are you okay to run in? I don't think we can safely get you there.
Yeah, I'm running.
Oh, sorry, it's just not showing you as released yet. It must be my interface being stupid. Yeah, Mike, please don't. Come back.
Callie's inside, we can summon.
Just a quick one. Angel, do you know what kind of damage you were taking from the ads?
Nature.
Nature or from number.
You did ask for the kind of damage you was taking.
You did.
Yeah, you didn't say how much. Just said what kind.
Tea or coffee? Yes, please.
High 3,000, low 4,000s.
Okay.
Then again, I have no resistance gear made up yet, really. So.
Yeah, he's taking the same damage as myself, and I'm not using any resistance gear.
Alright, put those buffs back on, please, boys and girls.
Right, can I have all the tanks but Callie drop Thorns, please? Just so I make sure I give you the 15-minute one. It's Angel.
Fresh ores down with Dad.
Just hit that button when you're all manned up and good to go. Yes, sorry, Lee. Done. And popping Lee down as main assist as well. So if you're not quite sure which target you should be going for, just help Lee shoot whatever he's shooting.
Oh, you don't do that.
Too late now, man.
Out of curiosity, does anyone know if this boss is actually tauntable?
Usually aren't.
I'm fairly
So, no,
certain
I'm
he's
not-
not tauntable, no, because he's got the aggro drop and everything, so that's a big part of the mechanics, so no taunting.
Yeah, when he
That's
crosses
good
the
then.
line, aggro drop, isn't it? So.
Yeah, only reason I ask is because if we need to use challenging roar or challenging shout, then we don't have to worry about getting the boss as well.
Yeah, you could be able to do that on the ads, yeah.
Okay, everyone's said they're all ready, so let's start moving back into position again. Garble, if you can just go and scoop up the little lads that are running around then at the start. DPS helps kill down the first batch while Mike gets threat, and we'll get going.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm out.
Across the thresholds, that's bad, very bad.
That's very bad.
It's a wipe.
Right, back on the bridge, guys.
Alright, how did that happen then, exactly?
Someone took aggro before I even hit him.
Right, don't. Right, guys.
Don't run off, you're not going to
stop.
Just stop at the end of the bridge.
Get to the square section, wait there. So, who was it that took aggro? Did we see?
All I saw was orange, so it was a druid.
I'll tell you this,
It will probably have been me, but somehow. tried
Maybe
not to
swiping to
use
pick
them.
up the mobs.
Didn't use swipe.
Oh god knows.
Just gotta let me run in. The ads aren't gonna do fuck all to me at the start, so
Yeah, go for the ads that are furthest away from the boss on the right hand side. Let's not take any risks with that happening again, because that's not what we want to see.
We are running in, aye?
I can anchor.
I'm running in because I'm right next to the boss. So.
Yeah, I'm going to release and run in.
It is resetting.
Do you want to run in or anchor?
Add to despawn, you can anchor.
Yeah, go for it, man. If you want to anchor, start resing people up. I'll let the rest of us just start running.
Where's Helic, my mate?
Really are going for that knee job. Ah, dear.
I can only find Cupcake there.
So those first couple of pulls then, guys, let's just take that as a learning experience. We now know very well where the threshold line is, and we've seen what happens when that threshold line goes wrong. So let's just take those lessons to heart moving forwards and not see that happening again.
There you go, Alec, my best mate.
No point running to your death marker because that's nowhere near where you need to be.
Oh yes, so for those of you who weren't online earlier on when I mentioned it, the Guild Bank repair tab is now open for today. So at the end of the raid tonight, when you go to get repaired, there'll be a separate little icon on the repair interface, and each of you will have an allocation for spending money from the bank directly to repair your kit. That's going to be turned off before I log off at the end of the night, though. It's just going on for today for the raid day, so make sure you use it before you log off to get the most out of it.
What's that? 1 gold, 60.
For you, nothing.
Oh no, that's pretty. 50 silver.
Well, mine's 25 silver so far.
People have breaks and come back and take all the loot. Blast don't get it.
What you saying?
Sounded pretty clear.
That's that was a bit okay.
On the nose.
For a second there, Crocs, I thought you said lick my epic anytime you like.
I'm not that type of boy. No matter what Dottie says.
Dottie just wishes you were.
Yeah, I know, exactly. You might have had me locked up for 2 months in that dungeon, but I never cracked once.
So, unless I'm mistaken, it looked like we were able to pull a couple of the ads before the boss actually aggroed there.
It did look that way.
Yeah, he kind of stays pinned in place.
When I was in earlier on, Vile, I was killing them before I went anywhere near the boss.
Right.
He kind of stays pinned in place until you go over the threshold.
Okay.
Do you want me to be a sacrificial dummy and go and attack one?
Not right now, no, because we'll have everyone ready to go for the fights, but we're going to have Mike in position good to go. But before Mike goes in, you are going to do an attack on one of the mobs coming around from the right, and then Mike can just run in if the boss aggroes. But we'll wait till everyone's buffed and ready to go first.
Yeah, and if you go over to like the furthest point on the right, the other side of that pillar type of thing.
I'll go where they're spawning, basically.
Yeah. Because if we end up with a nice clear section for Mike to then run in and just pick up the boss, then we should have a lot easier.
Yeah.
Can I get Blessing of Light instead of Salvation, please?
Can everyone pop your consumables, please?
Yep. Okay, everyone start moving towards the far end of the wooden section, please.
I'm going to go get the skull.
Okay. Might just be ready, but don't jump in yet.
Can I get it?
Try it. Go. You see? Right, hold on, Mike, hold on. We're going to clear the next green one as well. So Guard's going to kill that, and then we're going to go for the boss.
Okay, I'll go a bit closer then.
Okay.
He doesn't activate till you go over the line, basically.
Go for it, Mike. Keep on going. See where the aggro point is.
Not enough rage.
Nice. Ranged spread. Those globes are hitting people AoE and stunning up whole batches of people together. That's Mark 1. Mark 2. Mark 3. It's Mark 4. Okay,
Stop.
Mark.
Stop damage. I'm
Callie,
putting him
ready?
to Callie.
Bring him down, Kelly, bring him down. Angel, get a skull, please. It's Mark 1. Burn those ads quickly, please, guys. Sucks. Ads.
That should be OE after the first one's.
That's Mark 2.
Is there any chance you can get the ads on top of the boss? Everyone should just be single targeting.
Yeah, I don't know how they went to me, mate. I was trying to go back to my position. I'll do that next time if they're on me.
Cheers.
That's Mark 3.
Mark 4. Stop
Mark 4.
damage.
Stop damage. Go, go, go.
Kill the.
Skull first, then AoE the rest on top of the boss. Skull first, guys. Single target skull, then AoE. That's Mark 1. Ad's dead. Kill the boss.
Steady on Fred.
It's Mark 2. So we are going to use Bloodlust on the next transition after the ads are dead, please. Or if you want to use them on the ads as well. Lee, your thoughts?
Yeah.
As soon as the skull's dead then. When the skull's dead, Bloodlust on the next transition, everyone.
What mark are we on?
That is Mark 3.
Okay.
Oh, so do you want to pop it for
Stop damage.
Mark 4.
Drums.
Drums, Bloodlust, everything go. That's Mark 3. We might be able to stay through to Mark 5. We'll see how the damage is, Callie. It's Mark 4.
I prefer to swap.
Switching.
Stop damage, stop damage, stop damage. Swapping to Mike. Let's have a skull.
Bringing it over to you, Garb. I pulled it on purpose.
Aiming them down. It's Mark 2. Mark 3. Mike, do you want to stay for 5 or do you want to
just
stop on?
stay. Okay. Got to lay an answer for.
I've got you anyway, bro.
To 10%, there's no point me.
It's Mark 4. Be careful on damage on Mike. That's going to be a big increase. Everything you got, guys. You need to finish him before you get any more marks, ideally. Okay, this is it. Burn phase.
1%. Go.
Easy job. Good work, everyone.
Nice.
Nice work. Well, let's get a screenshot as well while we're sorting out the loot. We'll stand, I don't know, around about where I am here, with the bangs behind us.
Where are you?
I'll stick a moon on my head, and that's where the screenshot's going to be centered. That's a skull. That's fine. Same thing. Right, that's a couple of screenshots grabbed. Great job, everyone. And that is our first tier 2 boss dead.
Congrats, Den.
Dens.
Yes.
That's 10.
2 biz in 2 nights, mate. Steady on.
Just for future note, guys, I would probably suggest to do Bloodlust on the water side, mainly because it doesn't screw the elemental shamans and myself up for damage. Because our nature damage doesn't do anything.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, good
Not
point.
that fight standing around doing nothing.
I've got arcane, so that's not a massive issue. I can switch to that, but you know, what I mean, when the Ellies are putting out as much as me, if not more, then it's a big DPS loss.
That's true.
Right, the band of aggression will be DE'd.
Okay. Let's look at this next pack and what we've got to play around with. So these all come as a...
Then we want to put that up for bits before disenchant.
Went for bits, did it not?
It did.
I saw it pop up.
Yep.
Want to switch the shaman back?
Alright, something's wrong on my side then.
Yeah, sorry, it did go up, mate.
Yeah, make sure you swapped everyone back into where they should be, please. So, let's see what we've got here. I'm going to put a cross on the honor guard. And I'll kill these 2 casters pretty much straight away. Right, so we're going to be doing a slightly interesting pull here. Those Shatterer guys, they're going to do a big debuff that reduces your armor, but it doesn't actually stack, from what I understand. So what we're going to try to do is to get one person tanking both of the Shatterers together.
How much does it decrease armor by?
50%, based on our intelligence reports from Inara earlier on. You also reduce your melee damage, but it doesn't stack, so it's not going to take you down to minus 100% armor, but it will obviously decrease by quite a significant chunk. So that would be either yourself or Mike that's going to be doing those, Gob.
Do you want me to take it? Because the reduced attack power is going to do now.
Yeah, we'll have you holding those two, please. So we're going to need to have Garble picking up one of the guys, and I'm going to put a triangle on him to the left, and if we can have one of the hunters misdirect the one on the right. That's got a circle on it.
Yeah, I will. Onto Garb, yeah?
Onto Garb, yes, please. Callie, you're going to be on the cross. He's going to have a mortal cleave, so face him away from the other tanks and hold him off to the side somewhere while the guys heal you up. He's got a knockback as well, so don't hold him too close to the edge, because otherwise you might get punted into the water, and then you're fish food. The little dudes, the little slave things, Mike, I think we're going to have you AoE tanking those, if you can grab them all. Hold them next to the Sea Witches. No, they silence, so not next to the Sea Witches. That would be silly.
Priestesses, you mean?
Priestesses, Sea Witches, you know.
I'll be
the
fine.
ones, I mean.
I'll be fine once I've got them. I can tank on them.
I didn't hear properly, but the Shatterers, am I supposed to take them away on their own somewhere?
They've got no AoE abilities that I'm aware of, so you can if you want to keep them next to the rest of the mobs, but it's up to you. I mean, I'd suggest taking them somewhere on the left-hand side and holding them maybe next to where that square mob is, just so we've got you in range. Callie, if you hold yours somewhere towards the middle of the room. Angel, do you think you're going to be able to hold on to the skull and the square?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Cool. So if we have one of the hunters misdirect the circle onto Garble and the other hunter misdirect the square onto Angel, Angel will just start off by jumping into the skull.
You got that, T?
I was just changing my focus.
Okay, cool.
So which one is it? Triangle?
Square to Angel.
Square to Angel.
Right.
When we do the pull,
yeah,
we sort of gather up in one position because those little guys are all over the place unless I can grab them.
Well, they should come running towards us, shouldn't they? Because we're all coming from the same direction. No one will be touching those apart from you because we're going to kill those two Sea Witches first. And then I think we should be taking down the... we'll take down the little guys after the Sea Witches. So once those two are dead, then we're going to AoE down the little guys. And then we're going to take on the Shatterers and then the big cross guy at the end. That's the plan at least. We'll see how it goes. This is, again, a learning experience while we get ourselves used to the pulls in here. So that's the way we're going to tackle this to start with. If anyone's got any major objections to that, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'll pull square to you, Angel.
No, that's going to be just misdirected.
T's going to do that for me.
Okay.
Is anybody listening?
I have no idea, then. So
It's just I want the actual mobs to come to me, not actually to the healers.
Okay. Everyone said they're ready. So let's have a countdown, please, Angel, since yours is going to be the closest.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Priestess is stunnable.
Okay, is that right? Got you, got you. I thought that was Halleck that died then, but that's the priestess, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was one of them. Can AoE the little dudes down? I'll pull him to Garble.
Garble's taking heavy damage. Thank you.
I'm ready to take one off Garble.
Garble, do you want to take one off you?
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Just debuffs and DPS then, please. On the Shatterers, guys. Taking us down next. I think one of the slaves is still at the back, Angel. I mean, if you want to go and pick him up, by all means.
Yep.
By the way, the Shatter debuff does stack. It just doesn't stack as a like successive, so it doesn't go to 0.
Okay. So it takes down 50 and then 25.
Yes.
That's fine. That seems to be manageable.
Also, Cross was in the middle of the room. Who are we supposed to be killing after this goal?
I just can't see it.
So yeah, the cross was the last one. I did say the big guy's going to be the last target. It was just on the cross, so it's like marked up for Kelly.
Okay, cool.
Like, don't hit this. Imagine that.
Well, we're going to hit it out
Rage.
because it's the next one.
Yeah, we can work out markings and stuff like that as we go along, guys. We'll be better prepared next time.
Yeah. The markers just there so the tank can get into position. They weren't necessarily the kill orders for that one. But they're all dead. That's the important thing. Let's move on. No deaths either. So, yeah, thank you very much. One of Martyrs got a more traditional set of symbols. That's fine.
I'm taking triangle and circle again, yeah?
Yes, please.
Can I do the pull, please?
I've got no problem with that.
Just because they'll run to me then, and then you guys can just all taunt off of me. It's just easier that way.
Okay. I think
I saw one of the little ones escaped, one of the healers.
Right, I think everyone's good to go. So let's do it.
There is a little ad with me as well, if someone can pick it off.
Oh,
Mike dead. Angel, if you've got any loose small ones, just make sure they're scooped up.
There's only one left.
Maybe wasn't the best idea to taunt directly off me, Mike.
I tried to taunt the little. Oh, was it too close?
They just don't like blood elves.
So, say, just in future then, if you get one guard, then say if we've got one of the warrior tanks spare or something, they can just pick it up and then wipe them. Scouts do
Even
the same
walk
issue,
to
ain't
just
it?
taunt it off of him and bring it to me.
Yeah, that would work.
I've got a fear word on Cali, but it's going to be running out in 30 seconds or so. I'll try and reapply.
Have we got a trematome down near him? Cool. Whoops, ignore that, guys.
Let's do slot, man.
Green loot, shit, man.
Cheers, Diego.
But yeah, just obviously be very clear, guys. Obviously, off-spec items, as per usual, are 10% of your DKP. So if there is anything that drops off a boss that you want for off-spec, it is 10%.
Unless you're blasts, then it's 30%.
No. How long am I going to be in the doghouse because I had 2 months off?
Oh, I don't know. Let's say 4 months.
But every time you ask, it gets doubled.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like it.
Ooh.
Conspiracy. Infamy.
Doing a ready check.
My epic's always ready for you to loot there, mate, anytime you like.
We're still need a couple of buffs on Mike, please.
I'm really starting to get worried about you.
Angel, what marks are you now?
Skull and cross.
Yeah, cross to me.
Right, because I didn't misdirect then, because I didn't know which one I was misdirecting to you.
No, do cross to me.
All right, it's cool. Everyone's ready. So tanks in position. Mike's going to do the pull again. Let's do it.
Nice, Garb. Cheers. That worked. Don't know if you know his priest is stunnable as well.
Yeah, I think Alright said that on the first pull.
Oh, okay.
What was it you said, everyone, Dens?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
It's nice to have it reiterated though. It's good. Everyone
Game
knows it's
sounds up
stunnable.
too loud for some reason. Couldn't hear enough when I'm fighting.
Oh, we have a pattern.
My fear ward's uncanny. We'll deal with the pattern in a second then. Let's not get too excited yet, folk. Okay, what pattern is it?
Tailoring.
Boots are blasting.
Oh, they're like this. I think close to this.
Good times.
So how do you want to do? Who gets that then?
I'll volunteer to take all the tailoring.
Good effort, team player.
He's an absolute hero now. You're going to be taking all the enchanting ones in Aura, so we'll have somebody else doing a tailoring. Just pick it up for now, Dan. Don't use it yet. We'll kill the next couple of packs and we'll work out who's getting it. Whoever gets it, though, guys, it's just going to be the same at the end of the day because it's going to be made for people in the guild. Yeah, I suppose people might want to use it to make a bit of money for themselves on the side, but
It can't be made for people in the guild. It's by one pick up when you've made it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I wasn't even looking at the actual pattern, so fair enough.
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Well,
so I affect then in that case.
That's a BIS
Whoever's
item, yeah.
good on the BIS house at the net.
Yep, that's going to be effectively you're getting those boots as part of your BIS stuff, so yeah, BIS. Let's mark up the next pack.
Which one?
The one ahead of us. This way. Okay, doing a ready check to make sure that everyone's good.
I'm just getting my food buff.
Sure thing.
Oh, good.
Okay, give us a countdown, and then tanks go.
I'm going.
Lost down. Was that just a nasty crit at the start you had there, Rust? Gotcha. Titan, are you lurking?
He's watching the stream, but he's muted, I think.
Chatting in here, yep. Comes.
Yeah, just I've got a message in the officer chats, just interested in Titan's feedback while we move on. Let's get rebuffs on Ostel.
A full rebuff for Palace in here.
So what the hell is the actual best way to get down to the lurker then?
Jump down.
And that's it, is it? Amazing. Well, we'll kill this pack and I suppose we'll go for him.
If you go back to that semicircle that sticks off the end, there's a ramp that goes down behind it and you can go around there to the platform.
Okay, that's the way back up, that is it.
Fair enough, we'll kill this pack anyway. Let's get them out of the way. Maybe they'll drop another pattern, who knows? Alright, let's give us a actual countdown this time. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's really off-putting seeing them angels because I keep thinking it's my mate's Halleck dying. I just can't be having that. Vard probably doesn't know. He's I found out that Halleck's a orthopaedic surgeon and I want a new knee off him.
Well, you can take one of Halleck's knees. That's pretty harsh.
Oh no, I wouldn't go as far as that. Keep asking what hospital he's at, but no, he won't tell me.
Well, that's understandable.
You can have the DKP for a month if you want.
I'm not sure that's how medical bills work.
It's private, isn't it?
Okay, so when this guy's down, we're going to be dealing with that pattern. There has been a brief discussion in the officer channel, and because the pattern is going to lead to a BOP...
Sorry, I'm just making sure I got the right list.
Okay, that's fine. So,
right.
Again, I'm just going to tell you what's going on, Dan, and then you can know where it's going. So the patterns will be giving you essentially a BOP BIS item, so they're going to be treated in the same way as any other piece of loot. So it's going to be a DKP cost, and it's going to be based on the highest DKP, BIS list priority. So Dan's going to let us know who's actually going to get that based on those who have it on their BIS lists.
Okay.
Of course, if any of you who have got it on BIS lists have somehow not got max tailoring yet, then please let Dan know.
Okay, so according to the BIS lists that have been submitted, and obviously please correct me if I'm wrong before I hand it over, the only person that's actually in the raid at the moment that can have the pattern that's put it down on the BIS list will be Zara.
I do have on my business as well, but she probably has
right.
DKP than me.
Let me just check.
Are you a tailor though, Jack? Because you have to be a tailor.
I am a tailor, yeah.
Okay, then your guild not.
Yeah, you do have it on your list as well.
Someone needs to update that.
So, Sarah...
Well, let's, Dan, we know who we're looking at for that one, and let's just get this next pack dead. If you want to do a little bit more investigating, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I've found it. It's on his list. So
good stuff. Let's be absolutely sure then, obviously, because it's going to be
it will be going. It will be going to Jack then.
Okay.
That's Jack.
Congrats, buddy.
Cheers.
Sorry.
Never.
Not ready yet.
All right, so where are we getting down to this stupid boss then?
Jumping.
You can go down anywhere, just remember the water hurts, so get on a platform ASAP.
Yeah, the water's still hot in it.
We've got a BOP near the vortex up here.
Yeah, so I'm going to pass that on to Dave, because I did say at the beginning of the raid.
Okay.
That
That's good. Congrats, Dave.
Fuck's sake. Stupid fucking thing. Sorry, Dave.
Go, Steve.
No, it hasn't gone to Dave. It's gone to me.
Oh, you numped.
Right, so let's make sure everyone understands the way this boss is going to work. Central areas where all of the tanks and melee DPS are going to be. The 3 little platforms around the outside. There's a list on Discord showing us who's going on beyond which platform. Now, the one at the far northwest with the hole in the middle, that's platform A. The one on the right is platform B, and the one at the bottom here is platform C. Just check your positions on Discord, please, and run to your appropriate platforms. Careful of the water.
I got you. I got you.
Which channel is it in again?
Monday.
Oh, fuck's sake, there we go.
And I'm looking in raiding discussion, it's not there. I was looking in.
Right, you're in aisle A, please check. It's the one with the little hole in the middle on the far side. So in aisle A, there should be Halleck, Diego, Blast, Luggage, Jack, Zara, and Zav. And aisle B, there should be Cobbs, Oakleaf, Inara, Lee, and Tina. And in aisle C, it should be Denzel, myself, Fish, Sux, and Mike.
Sorry, where am I?
Aisle C, you're going to be here during the
Angel, move
submerge
out
phase.
the water. You're gonna
I don't even
die.
know where you are.
It's aisle C. I'll put a skull on my head then.
Also, I can't.
Well,
do
I'm on a
Angel
platform.
from this position.
Yeah, you're going to be on a platform for the submerge phase, Mike, because we're going to need your help off tanking one of the ads because we don't have full amounts of CC on this platform, so that's what you're going to be doing. Right, we need to make sure we've got Angel tanking the boss in a position where all of the tank healers can actually hit him.
A bit closer towards where the stream bit is, I'd imagine.
So, right, let's just get a report then. So, platform A, can you heal Angel for where he is now?
No, we're fucking miles away.
Go right to the tip.
But won't he be in the water?
Okay, so healers, yeah. I mean, you can go onto the central platform then, healers, as long as you stay at the outer edge of it. And then when the submerge phase happens, you just jump back onto your platforms again, or make sure you're healing the people on the platforms. That's fine. So as long as that platform is going to be your general area and you are keeping people alive who are on that platform, then we should be good. So just make sure you can reach Angel where he is there. But those people who are healing the main tank is Dens, Oak, and Halleck, so you guys can be on the central platform, so you've got range and Angel. Other healers just stay on your main platforms on the outer edge.
Roger.
Alright, so this fight is a two-phase fight. We're all going to start out by fishing in the middle. Those of us who have got max fishing and all their kit equipped, that's what's going to start the boss. It could be a few seconds or it could be a few minutes while we fish the boss up. There's no way of knowing, so make sure that you don't go AFK or make a cup of tea while you're watching people fish. I know it's not very exciting, but deal with it, or get fishing up to max so you can help. The boss will... Yes?
Sorry, I was going to say, back in the day, it was only just one person that done it, and sometimes you pop straight up.
I don't care. It's going to be everyone that can do it. It's going to be fishing. And then when the boss arrives, you've got about 5-10 seconds while he does a little backflip like Free Willy, and then he'll pop up in the middle, and that's when the fight starts. So you have plenty of time to get back into position if you were helping with the fishing. All right, so Angel's going to pick up the boss first of all, and he's going to be holding him roughly where he's stood now. The boss does a small AoE knockback, so melee, just get yourselves back into position. Minor damage should be fine. The main ability while he's being held by Angel is his water spouts. He will start shooting a spout of water, beginning at Angel, and then rotating either clockwise or anti-clockwise. It's pretty slow. Think of the Cthulhu I-beam, but slightly faster. Just make sure when the thing's about to hit you, you jump into the water so it goes over your head, and then jump straight back out of the water again after it passes by. Everyone happy on that?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, that will hit everyone on the platforms as well, so don't think that you can outrange it, because that's not going to happen. He will submerge at various points in the fight. When that happens, that's when the ad phase will start. There's going to be a bunch of ads spawning in the middle. They're going to be picked up by the tanks, and they're the priority kill targets. There should be 2 ads. Remind me if it's 2 or 3, someone? That spawn on each platform. 2 ads, thank you. So the people marked as CC on those platforms, you will be sheeping, you will be fearing, you'll be trapping, you'll be doing whatever you can to keep those ads under control. Your priority is to keep those secured while we kill the ads in the middle. Once the ads in the middle are dead, then the people on the platforms can burn down one of their ads, and if they've got enough time, they can burn down the other one as well. If the boss pops back up and his ad's still alive, then they need to maintain CC on those. They will despawn on the next ad phase, so you don't need to worry about them popping out and killing you. Just we'll burn down what we can. Those we can't, we just keep them out of the way. Everyone understood? Okay, I'm going to make sure everyone understands by doing a ready check. So on platform A, we're going to have Jack's going to be doing a sheep, and then the warlocks are going to be chain fearing the second ad. On aisle B, we've got Lee and Tina who are both going to be trapping an ad. On aisle C, we're going to have one of the ads being sheeped by Dan, and the other ad's going to be picked up and held by Mike. Obviously, be a bit careful with the AoE there so you don't break the sheep, unless you really want to hold both of them at the same time. I mean, that's an option, I guess. We've also got me and Fish here to do some AoE fears as well, if that becomes necessary. But all the other people should be just DPSing down the ads in the middle. They're going to get marked up by the tanks. I think there's 3 ads that spawn in the middle and 2 per platform. So we're going to have Angel and Callie picking up those ads in there. So Callie will mark one with a skull. That's the first target. Angel will mark one with a cross. That's the second target. And the unmarked ad in the middle will be the third target. After that, so we just focus on whichever ones you can kill on your platform. And we'll see how fast we can get them down. And then the boss re-emerges, and it just repeats again. He'll do a water spout, he'll do an AoE knockback, and he'll be fought for a while, and then the boss will submerge again. New ads will come, those that are here will despawn. That's pretty much how it goes.
Do we have 2 or 3 ads in the center?
I believe it's 3 ads that pop up in the center, if someone can confirm for me.
Can someone misdirect the unmarked one to me?
No, dude.
They'll be doing traps.
Okay.
I'll try and get one on you, pal, if I can get a trap out quick enough.
Okay, good stuff. Well, it's going to be fairly hectic when we get to the submerge phase, and seeing how we handle those ads and how difficult it's going to be is going to be a big part of it. If we need to shuffle around some of the CC, then that's what we'll do. If we do have a wipe, and we might rearrange things for the next pull. But this is the way I want to try it for the first time at least, and we'll see how it goes.
Can I mention one more thing, or ask one more thing? Am I correct in believing that there is no aggro for range?
Yeah, the boss is stuck in melee, so you guys can just go ham.
Happy days, cheers. Quite a few of you were missing your food buff, so that's over. So check your food and eat, please.
Yep, please get all rebuffed up, and then we're going to start the fishing when everyone's done a ready check. If anyone's got any more questions, jump out or speak up. Whisper me whatever you need to do.
No, can we go fishing?
Maybe in a moment.
One quick one. To avoid the water spout, do we jump into the middle of the ring or out of the ring, or does it not matter?
You can't be in the water.
Yeah.
Well, that was the most useless answer ever. Can one person answer?
It doesn't matter, dude. I don't think.
Cool.
You can either just be in the water as it goes over your head, or you can just run round behind it.
Yeah, you should be fine just to rotate around just behind it. So you shouldn't need to worry about jumping in the water. That's for the platform guys. But yeah, you should be able to jump by the side, as they say. Cool. So Zara is not ready at the moment. Just let me know when you're back, Zara. Angel, I'm not sure. You probably have enough time to change your kit out after the boss pops up, so I guess you'd be fine fishing.
I got icons on my action bar, so it shouldn't be a problem.
All right, cool. Zara, you good?
Yes, I've clicked that I was good.
Sorry, I had my interface thing open so I can put my fishing buff on.
Sorry.
Just a quick question. Halleck's main tank healer, isn't he? Because where I am and where he is, he's not getting any use of my totems.
Halleck will be fine. We are now fishing the boss.
Halleck's also not in your group, mate, so wouldn't worry
Yeah,
about
group 5's on this platform.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'm just thinking about the other time. See, I'm so fixated on Halleck. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a bit creepy.
Here he comes, back to your platform.
Good night, 2 of you.
All right, what happened there?
He nommed me.
Okay, let's get some... Oak, if you can do a combat res on Garble for me, and then Garble combat res us.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, what's worst timing ever?
It's the day.
You're on platform B, you need to spread out.
Spout.
Watch for that spout, guys. Platforms, before you're ready to jump in the water.
Angel's going to. Do you get knockback?
Angel.
Yeah, I didn't see the spout coming.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Forgot an innovate, had to lay on hands.
I'll throw it on you, Dan. Just give us a sec.
Okay,
Merge
merge
phase.
phase. Tanks ready to pick up what you can in the middle, please. CC on the outside.
I've got the left one.
Fuck, I can't.
What the fuck? Why have I got
Oh,
four?
I've got the right one now. Sorry, because I thought I couldn't get it.
Fucking four on my platform.
We'll do yours, T.
Yeah, we all got wiped out. We had loads of them spawning up here for some reason.
Yeah, same here. Oh,
I'm on your platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, sheep resisted on the ambush.
Oh, I can't jump over to main platform to help out.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a wipe, guys.
We got a soul stone up or a anchor available?
I can use my battle res on someone if you want.
I think Halleck had a soul stone on him.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if it's still on there.
No, it's off.
I got that.
Okay, cheers, Wurfs. So we'll obviously wipe it up, and then we'll have Wordus to anchor up, and then we'll start again.
Just jump in and out of the water, guys. You'll die quicker.
Just a quick one. The mobs on the middle platform, one spawned between myself and Mary. It disappeared into the water, then it spawned on your guys' platform. I think they need to be picked up quick in the middle, otherwise they just disappear.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. On our platform, we had 4 pop up almost straight away, then 2 of them just disappeared. It was really weird.
Yeah, ours ran through, couldn't be touched until they got into position.
Same.
Yeah, so. But now we need to know where to pre-prop our traps now.
Alright.
I got blasted like miles away. Do I need to run it? I'll probably just run it.
Probably do.
Can't res you from in the water, so yeah, you would have to run in if you're really far.
Angel, as a hint or a tip that we found out back in TBC, if you sit under the water with your back to the platform, you don't get knocked back.
Yeah, basically where he spawns in the middle, just actually sit in the water the whole time.
Yeah, if you got your back to the platform, you won't be knocked back and you can keep threat, and the healers should still be able to heal you through the water damage without any issues.
What the hell?
It doesn't do
a
it.
while.
Water hurts when you go through it, Violet.
That's ankle deep water, damn it. I'll just remember it. That's really
Yeah, it just does like a ticking damage, but if you jump in and out of it, it does more damage.
Yeah, 1,000 damage a tick.
Yeah, so if you just stay in it, you'll be okay, Angel.
Just so you know, you won't be okay. It's 1,000 damage a second. Or every 2 seconds.
Seen loads of videos of tanks just staying in the water the whole time, mate. So.
Okay, I was just staying out of possible damage, extra damage. But if that's a strategy, I'll use it.
Obviously, if it's too much for the healers, you can then jump out. It's just a way of stop you from getting knocked back.
Yep.
I've got Halleck. Brought back.
Okay.
Just
So when we've CC'd ours, what do we do if we can't reach the ones on the middle platform at all? Do we just kill ours instantly?
Would you be able to kill them instantly?
Well, I mean, CC one and kill the other without worrying about the ones on the middle.
Well, I got one of the ads down.
BT went through ours pretty decently.
Alright, cool. So yeah, if you have no way to hit the ones in the middle, then burn down the one that's not CC'd on your platform.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I understand that they don't have a huge amount of hit points. It's just a case of trying to burn down as many as we can before that the boss comes back again. And we really don't want extra ads on the middle. They should be our priority kills as much as we can. We have got a lot of melee DPS though, so I'm guessing you guys are going to carve them up pretty quick.
Is there a place they had to going to be in the middle? Because there were some that were like too far for us to hit.
I'm not sure. I think it's random whereabouts they pop up.
They swim in from the sides, and then wherever they land, they pop up. It's weird.
Well, normally you have 3 tanks around the platform. Well, that's what I've seen. 1 tank on the boss, and no tanks on the little island bits.
Yeah,
Two mages on one, 2 hunters on one, 2 warlocks on another.
Yeah.
Because the warlocks can death coil instantly, then fear. The mages can instantly sheep. Hunters can instantly trap. Dealt with the ones on the outside, then you just deal with the ones in the middle.
Yeah, that's what it shows in the video.
Oh, all right. So what we'll do then is we'll put Mike. He can just go and stand in the middle, and Jack, you can come and stand over on aisle C with myself. So that way we'll have you, Jack and Dan on aisle C, Zav and Zara on aisle A, and Lee and Tina on aisle B. I wanted to try and mix it up the CC to see if that would make things a little bit more balanced, but I think we can do it that way instead. Where's Dave? Is he not able to get rezzed?
I can't find him.
I thought someone already tried to res him.
Yeah, that's what I
I've
thought.
got him. I've got him. Wait there, Dave.
Ah, cool.
Can we summon Jack and...
There's a group of us, dude. We're running.
Yeah, I'm getting close now.
Okay, fair enough. We'll leave them to run in. Everyone stack up on the skull.
Woody Pet can't even fight on this fight. He's just walking.
I know, it's taking piss, isn't it?
Yeah. And then still dies. What a dick.
Do these puddles do any damage, or are they okay?
Yes, they do damage.
Ah, just double checking.
Yeah, I just knocked down 1 to 8.
Anything what's wet, you die.
Until this boss dies.
Heal me.
Fucking hell, Jack.
Mate,
oh my god.
That's a proper blast move, that was.
I didn't think I could be that fast.
No, dude, he didn't cast arcade explosion.
You really have took the mantle over from me.
Hate this place already.
Nah, it's fun. It's like Zulgar up with a big fish.
It's the only body of water I know it does DPS.
Fishy, fishy, fishy.
No, the one in the one of the dungeons do.
Oh yes, Dan. That reminds me exactly. That's a good description. That one.
Steam, not Steam Vaults. Underbog.
Isn't that because it's full of fish?
Yeah, but it's a body of water that does damage.
No, it's a body of water that contains fish that does damage.
That's right. Okay, once you're all buffed, back to your platforms and starting positions, please, folks, and we'll do that again.
Don't be swap round, sorry. Where am I
Yes,
going?
you'll be on platform A, the one over here with the hole in the middle.
Wherever Sucks is.
I was already on the one with the hole.
Oh, sorry, I've got it the wrong side myself now because I'm getting turned around.
It's over here.
Yeah, so you'll be on aisle C, same place as Sucks. I'll put a skull on his head.
Cool.
Danger, you can basically just tank here.
Yeah, I tend to agree, Cobbs, to be honest. At least
avoid it.
Just don't stand in the
I'll
water.
just wait until we actually have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just dump in the water when the thing comes or whatever. However's going to work out best for you. I was so tempted to let you die then, Jack.
Even that distance did like 5,000.
Yeah, I know.
That's savage, right? Okay, let's do a raid check and then we'll get that going again. Melee, I'd guess that you guys want to stand like on the outer edge of the platform when the fight starts so you don't get chomped in the first second of the fight, like we saw last time. If you are going to be fishing, just fish from max range.
Eat your food, people.
Jack for shooting, or do the side, left, right.
Yeah. Which, if we look behind us, then I'll do
I'll
left,
do this one, yeah.
and you do right. Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
This back edge is enough to avoid the whirlwind as well, because I didn't get affected by it.
Nice one, man. I'm not sure what the size of the hitbox is on the boss, but melee, just make sure you're at max range for him. I'm not sure if you can avoid that whirlwind or not, but hey, give that a crack.
And if you do get dumped in the water, don't keep jumping, because every time you jump, you take more damage.
You're better off staying close in on the platform, because he does knock you back no matter where you are on the platform, so you go further into the water if you stand towards the back edge. So stay in the middle.
Oh, okay. So if you can't outrange it, that's fine. Or with the hitbox anyway. Right, anyway, cool. Let's see what happens. Everyone mostly here. Garble, Mike.
Yeah, sorry, I'm here. I was whispering Garble, he's not answering.
Right, that's grand. Everyone's back now. So, right, let's start fishing.
Here he is.
And there goes Alec.
If you've got combat res left, let's get a Havoc book, please.
Yeah,
You've got a soul stone.
tanking in the water.
It's soul stoned, okay. Spout incoming.
Someone went flying. Is that you, Violet?
Yeah, that's me. I put levitate on so I wouldn't get hit by the water when I was coming back from fishing. Didn't turn it off. Couldn't jump in the water. I'm stupid.
There's the same thing happened on our platform.
Yeah, this platform might need healing now, which is A, C, whatever that is.
It's C platform.
I can chuck you down here.
Don't move.
Job.
Thanks for up, somebody. Just not old, did I? Right.
No, they're not holding.
A might as well get the other one down.
How quickly are they going down?
Not too bad.
We're dead.
Ours are dead.
Ours are dead now.
Right, you've got Jack and Sux, they need there too. How long have we got to emerge?
Just keep
5
them, keep them polymorphed.
Keep them CC'd.
Coming back now.
Do we have a battle res for me so I can then battle res Callie for the next ads?
Spout straight away.
After Spout, Dan, have you got battle res?
I do, I'll have to move over.
Going anti-clockwise.
Yeah, last get in the water. Just get in the water, guys.
Yeah, it was going anti-clockwise, so.
It changed it.
Oh, we lost one of the mages in platform C.
Yep, we're going to have another thing popping up.
Yeah, I'll get over there.
Save the combat res, that's going to be a wipe.
Right.
Too many dead.
DI, hang on.
I'm going to swap over to tank gear vial and help out on the ads.
That'd be great.
Where are you, Diego? There.
Right, so that spin round whirlwind thing is causing a lot more trouble than I thought it was going to. People seem to be knocked back a hell of a long way and it's doing a lot of initial damage as well.
Beware.
The ads went nicely though.
Yeah, the ads seem to die pretty rapid, so that's fine.
Is it alright for me to use square on whatever ad I pick up?
Yes, by all means.
Me and T are just going to nuke cars, because they just broke out of traps within seconds.
All right, cool.
So we're just going to focus nuke.
Yeah, Group A, we basically got one down and then just finished off the second one. We had no issues.
I was the lead. They broke each other out.
Yep.
Yours trapped, so mine shot yours. Then when mine trapped, yours shot mine. So they instantly come out.
Yeah, they had.
Can I request that when we have him pop from the fishing, both hunters put misdirect onto Angel so that we get that threat onto him immediately?
Yes. I did go at it straight away to try and get a threat, but I did see him have Alex targeted straight away.
Yeah, I think what's happening there, from what I understand, is that he went on Callie, did a few hits. Halleck was healing Callie, then took the threat as well. So splat.
Yeah, set focus went up, so I couldn't just automatically misdirect.
It's all good.
It's all good now. It will be done.
Yep, that's fine. That's like 2 wipes, so now we need to kill him, just like Hydros. Easy. I mean, he was going down pretty quick, 70% I saw on the wipe there, so that's not too shabby.
Right, guys, this is our last attempt.
That's
Garbo, can you go DPS gear? Mike will tank your up.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I think that they spawn in fixed positions.
Yeah, there's normally one left side of the main tank, one right side, one middle. So
Yeah,
like one behind the
going-
boss. So I'll take the one behind the boss where Garble was, and you're on right.
I'll
No, left.
take this
You're
one.
left. And Angel's on right one. Yeah.
That's right, Oak. When he's doing the spout, if anyone's in the water, it doesn't hit them. Just
Yes.
remember, if you submerge yourself or if you jump in and out of the water, you will take continuous damage.
You take
If
damage
you're on the
anyway while
surf-
you're in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
but
you're on
you
the
reset the
surface, you
stat.
take minor damage.
All you have to do is just dunk in, and then as soon as he goes past you, jump back out.
Yeah, you should be in the water for
But
1
need
2.
transmit.
But be aware that it does also go anti-clockwise, so wherever
Well,
he was.
People can just watch
yeah.
it. I mean, it's not difficult. We don't need people to shout out. They'll see it coming towards them, and if they don't, then that's just bad news. As long as they haven't, put levitate on themselves like an idiot.
I saw you go flying, I was like, oh, fine.
I know, you could res him while you've got levitate.
I can't, because then he'll fucking raise up where I'm standing in the water.
That's
Yeah.
alright. I'll bubble him. I know, I don't think the bubble works. But at least he'll be close enough for us to res again, though. Because he's not running, is he? So we may as well do something.
All right, so hit me with some ideas about the melee guys getting hit by that whirl. Because we tried people standing at max range. I saw even you were getting hit by it that time, Denz, and you were stood right on the edge of the platform.
Okay, so if Angel tanks him where he did, there's a bit of platform that's slightly wider, so he can stand where Korax is now. And when you get knocked back, you kind of land near the little flamey pillar thing, and you don't go in the water. You have to stand right on the inside edge, and you don't get knocked into the water.
Heal him fast.
I'm going to, but I think I'll just try
Try to
bubbles.
shield him.
Could you not
Can-
stand against these torches?
Yeah, so I was going to say, can you hit him if you've got your back against the torch?
Yes, but then you fly over the torch into the water, and you fly all the way back into the water. Where if you're here, you land about here.
Oh no, I just thought he wouldn't knock you back if you had your back there.
Yeah, I tried that, and you go up and over.
Right.
Cobbs with his instant cast, I saw that. Popped all his cooldowns to survive.
Have we got a repair pot, guys?
I haven't got one on me, mate. Got none left. So.
Tina, you got one on you?
Hi, I do.
Sweet.
You haven't died that much, have we?
You took my last one, Lee, remember?
I do remember, dude. I do.
I don't actually have the pattern for it, so.
I do.
I know, Tina. I'll get you to make me some.
Wow, even jumping over the water, you take damage. Wow, that's impressive.
You obviously didn't jump over it.
Every time you jump out and jump back in again, mate, it insta-ticks.
Yeah,
Every 2 seconds if you swim, it's every 1 second if you jump out.
If I
We
jump
got-
over.
Look at Jesus here.
Someone dispelling.
Yeah, right in the middle of Whirlpool.
Green light all there.
Sorry, Dens, what was that?
There's some green light on a mob up top of that spire.
Yeah.
You drop down.
Right. I'll
Leave it there.
I'll put 5 dust out of my own pocket.
I was going to say, it would only be dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's still a job that needs doing, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought I picked everything up, so I clearly missed something.
Repair bolt's going down.
Os's not here yet, Tina, so please, if you can, hold a second.
Yeah, no worries.
And when he's inside, we can get
cheating.
someone
Look at him.
Get someone to summon Os, though, please, as soon as he's inside.
T, is it the good repair bolt or the cheap
It's
one?
the good one.
So has that got regents? I can't remember.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Regents, arrows.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys that when we're doing a boss fight, we don't have 15 or 16 people trying to shout and yell at the same time. It's just causing all kinds of confusion. I've had a couple of people mention it already in the whispers and in raid chat there, so let's try and keep it to a minimum, please. Important information only. That's when the fight starts. You can feel free to gas as much as you like while we're buffing. Someone summoning Ostel, please.
I am summoning Ostel.
Thank you. Alright, so Korax, do you want to just demonstrate again for the melee people that were running back into res, whereabouts you were suggesting people stand?
It's kind of just here next to the other water river thing, stand right on the inside of the loop. And when he knocks you back, you either just go into the water or you don't quite make it to the water. So you tend to be alright. He's got a massive hitbox as well, so you can hit him once you've been knocked back. But I tried standing here, and I got knocked back right over by the pillar, and by the time I got back to the thing, I'd taken about 6,000 damage.
Repair bolt's going down.
Okay, cheers, T. And that's cool, correct. Thank you very much. Let's repair bots up. Take advantage of the guild repair button, the little gold thing. That should cover at least some of your costs.
Says I can't.
Sits.
It's over 10 gold.
No, it's 1 silver, 38 gold, too much. Let me repair one item first myself, and then I can.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got to repair 2. No.
Who actually thinks repairs cost 10 gold? Can we have a word?
Yeah, I know, right? Mine's 14. I've already died twice.
27.
It's trial and error, guys. It will get evented at some point.
I still can't. I'm 18 silver over. Oh my god.
Hey, your pet's dying.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Get over here. Come on. Out. We won't move.
If you've got your repairs sorted out, guys, then please get to your platforms and get ready, because we are going to give this another whirl.
You'll have to dismiss it, Lee.
Thank you for whoever's healing him.
Angel's over there, so that means I'm opposite him.
Get yourselves food buffed, potions, everything good to go. And
Nope, spirit buffs.
no spirit buffs.
Sup, we suck.
Lee, shall we not bother trapping? We're just nuking.
Yeah. Your intimidate works as well if you've specced into that take on these. That's the stun for 3 seconds.
Somebody dispel blast so he falls in.
Yeah, I have got intimidate on my bar anyway, so.
I'm off.
And I turned my insta repair off just for this occasion.
Also, when he jumps out, he's hitting people when he first comes up.
Yeah, I'm going
Because you're too close to the edge. So just stay back if you're not fishing.
And if you are fishing, you can just, walk backwards.
It's unnecessary damage at the start.
Alright, let's get this sorted, guys. We don't want to just sit here gassing about it too much, because we've got bosses to kill. We've still got an hour left, roughly. And yeah, misdirect as soon as you start jumping up, Tina and Lee.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's wait on Cubs. Let me know when you're ready, Cubs.
Misdirected onto Halleck, were it?
That's an option.
Yeah.
I would prefer you didn't, though.
You'll have to let me know, Lee, when yours has gone off so I can misdirect.
We'll only need the initial.
Right, it seems.
Sorry, I'll go.
It seems like yours are getting fished up pretty quick as well. So if you are ranged or heals, just don't bother going into fish. Just stay on your platforms or max range, just out of the way. But I think everyone was good. Cubs, are you back?
If we stand here, he'll only knock us to that pillar anyway.
Never considered that in our.
What are we waiting for?
We are waiting for cops.
Oh.
Yeah, T, stand over this side where I am. Like you always said, if we do get knocked back from the thingy, we'll get put against that pillar.
So, out of interest, while waiting for cops to come back, were you guys using those nature res things on Hydros and the frost res? I know they've got an hour's cooldown, so if you use them for the first pulls, you can't have used them on the kill.
I didn't use it at all.
Kelly?
Didn't need to. I was hovering over it for the last, when I was about to take the 5th one on the end, but
yeah,
it wasn't needed.
That's cool. It's good to know.
How was the damage with 5 stacks, Mike?
It didn't seem too bad, mate, to be honest. The whole fight, I wasn't really taking focal damage. Like I say, I'm just over the cap of the frost resistance, and yeah, like the healers seem to be keeping me way above 50% health.
All right, comes back, guys. But yeah, the thing is, it's like it grows exponentially there. The first few stacks only go up to 100, then it goes 250, and after that it's 500, so it would have got terrible, but we'll deal with that later. Cobbs is now back, and I'm going to make sure no one else has disappeared off. Everything okay, Cobbs?
Yeah, now it is.
Okay, good times. Right, everyone's set. So, melee guys, let's start the fishing.
I wouldn't do that, Oak, mate. If he comes out and he claps you, you're dead.
Here we go.
Okay.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Healing Kelly.
Anti-clockwise.
I still had water walking.
Yeah, you want to click that off, mate?
I did just in time.
You don't want to do a vial.
Submerge. Let's do this.
Plus the trap down to.
Zara, we can kill yours first if you want. Nice job.
Get a couple of reses up.
Have you got combat reses ready?
That was a misclick from me. I've got a combat res. Who do you want it on?
Let's get Ostval up. We'll need that Berserk on Blood Rage.
I'm too far away.
Let's try to avoid the spout this time, boys and girls.
Ost, can you ping the map for where you are, please?
Thank you. I got yeeted.
Who's he on?
He's on Angel.
Okay.
Fellas up.
Thank you.
Lee, if you stand at max range, you do not get knocked back.
Some buffs on Ostval now. Watch the spout, everyone.
If you can't make it, just jump into water, it's safer.
Yeah, Angel, just wait for him to pop back up before you get back up, mate.
Submerged again. These first ads should be despawning.
Same again, Zara.
They should be the same ones, mate. They shouldn't actually new ads come.
Oh, fair enough.
So you can literally... Yeah, they just stay.
That's understood.
Oh, we've got someone that's just teleported onto us. And it hurts. What the...
Is Cross dealt where they can't be on me when he comes back?
T's gonna need help on Ireland because I'm dead.
Yeah, get over in a sec.
I'll hop over, Mike.
Cheers, chaps.
He's back.
Hey,
Pick him up.
Spout incoming.
Did we have a soul stone up, by the way?
Yes.
Good. Just checking.
We're spot on Halleck.
It's below 50%, guys. Oak dead. Submerge.
Same again for our platform.
Now, can you try and feed the other one on your platform, please? Cheers, mate.
Yeah, they shoot across the map. It's pretty annoying.
Sucks your palm off.
Still got one in the middle, guys. Spout incoming.
In the water.
On the next ad phase, is an RV still up, yeah?
He's dead.
Nah.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
That's Angel down.
The Pallet's got a DI. Oh, we still got a Soulstone, yeah?
Halleck's got a soul stone.
Yeah, but Halleck's in the water.
Oh, okay. Then we're fucked with that. Diego? You got DI, mate?
That's okay, Halleck's got a combat res on him, so if we just wipe up.
Okay.
So that's wiping up. So on the second ad phase, as we were about 20 seconds into our engagement, and an ad just ported behind me and pretty much killed me from out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think if one of the melee ads isn't picked up, it ports to wherever the hell it likes.
I think that's the problem that we had with the first pull as well.
Yeah, indeed. Because we had two of them on our platform, didn't we, Val? As well as the two casters.
Yeah, as he died, he pushed me and Halleck all the way back, so that combat res isn't going to do anything.
Okay, well that was better effort. We had things under control there for at least the first couple of submerged phases. Let's run back in. Don't think we've got a reasonable way to res up then, with the Soulstone being miles away.
I could ank.
I don't understand how you were dead and you got knocked back. Your body... That doesn't make sense.
Because he was still the big angely spirit thing, so I don't know if that means he can get knocked back because he's classed as alive.
Shouldn't do, because it's classed as in like a non-entity.
I think he picked up the combat res and then got hit.
Okay.
Don't worry about hanking up cubs. I think a lot of people are scattered around anyway, so everyone just release and run in, please. Let's get back there nice and quick. We've still got a good half an hour left, so we've got plenty of time to get this done. That was probably our first, what I would call, real attempt at the boss, because things were mostly under control. People had their positioning sorted out, so we just had a couple of nasty hits and knockbacks on people.
With that knockback, though, you're risking dying when you could just jump in the water for 2 seconds while it goes over your head. It's really not going to damage you that much. I guess I get the reason if you've got low health, then run round, but if you've got full health still, there's no reason you can't just jump in the water for 2 seconds while it goes over your head, rather than risking yourself dying, guys.
It also helps at the start of the spout phase if you run to his back, then you can see which way he's going, obviously.
Not everyone could do that, though, Dave.
Well, shouldn't the melee all be
No, not everyone.
more or less on his back anyway, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, well, depending on the positioning and the knockback things. But yeah, you're saying, Lee, you had something to add?
Never mind, dude.
Cool.
What percentage do we end up on that?
37.
Apologies, I had to just walk off some cramp on my leg. Do you want me to release or just wait?
Release and run in, please.
Okay.
No, you went far, mate. You sucks.
God, Mike.
The most original joke of the night goes to.
Just tried to jump off the lift, and it was already like at the top nearly. Where's your joke, Sav?
I don't need to tell a joke. I'm not as insecure as you.
Not insecure.
What kind of thing would an insecure person say when they're accused of being insecure, I wonder?
I'm not insecure.
Next, he's gonna tell us about size of his dick.
Oh, Dan, maybe you could scoop up that green this time.
Yeah.
This is it. It was all worth it, guys. Extra 3 or 4 arcane dust.
So yeah, out of the 4 items we've picked up so far, we've only got like 17. So you know what I mean? Make it a nice round 20.
Like your mama, Denzel. Is that where you wanted to wipe, Dan? So you could pick up that green?
Oh, I didn't want us to wipe. I thought we were doing okay. Like our platform, we'd fucking nailed it, mate.
I think all the platforms were good, to be honest, until that last ad spawned on the Hunter platform.
Yeah.
Right, so can we just get confirmation? Was that because...
Fuck's sake.
I always die on this. I hate this stupid water.
Why don't you just stop once you come out of the water?
Yeah. I'll to touch on what you were going to say. Yes, I think if it's not picked up fast enough, it will teleport.
Gotcha.
I guess it's to stop everyone from just, like, being on one platform.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're the cheesy way of doing this, right? By giving everyone, like, some form of levitate.
It gets knocked off with damage, unfortunately, in most cases at least.
Yeah, so I'm sure we used to have, like, when we came in and did this, we had, like, people just stayed just to respam levitate.
But then you have a difficult time getting under the water when the spout thing happens, which is what killed me that second put. A quick bio while Blasts runs in. I'll be back in a sec.
Then same.
Is that repair bot despawn? Ready, outside.
Yep.
Got water spouted.
Oh, it'd be a shame if it actually did get water spouted.
There's a hunter pet missing.
Yeah, it's mine. I won't pull it out until I get on the platform.
I can't buff it once the fight starts.
Why are you fucking buffing it? Because it don't do fuck all anyway. It just stands there and looks at it.
Let's check those buffs, get everyone into place.
Can't you hunters get it to stay over this side? Like,
Nope.
Well, yeah, we can, but
you
it'll
can get it
die.
to move to a position, can't you, and stay there?
We need them to duke out the ads on the other side. I'd rather have them for that.
Okay, fair enough.
The work as tanks then.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I did consider it, dude, straight away.
Now you can buff it, Mike.
Thanks.
Run over here now, bitch.
I'm right next to you anyway.
All right.
All right. Everyone's clicked that they're ready, folks. So let's just bring this one home at least. Start those fishes, please. Fishing casts. Incoming spout.
Yeah, they totally worth just jumping into the water in front of us when the spout comes to us.
I did say that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm never going to say that ever again, mate. Cherish it.
You told me that last week, mate, as well, so...
Okay, guys, come on. And we've got this guy on farm. You can joke all you like during the fight. Ads incoming. Be ready.
I can't attack that target.
Angel's target needs to die, guys. Thank you, good work. Platform's all clear, nearly?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay, great stuff. Still got 10 seconds. Just regen some mana, chill out, bandage up if you need to.
I need a target. I don't have a target. Not ready yet.
Beware.
Not ready
Oh, fuck's sake. That's me down.
Sorry.
We just lost a lot.
Angel's gonna need heals.
We're going to have a polymorphed ad on our platform that needs to die. Jack, which one's yours?
The one's just come out.
Put a skull on it. Do you have a combat res, anyone?
Oaks is the only one that has one available.
Lost to unit. Save it for now, work. Spouts, move. Right, Oak, if you can get a heads up on Dens and pick him up, please.
I'm back at world meeting. Better
Oh,
do
never
that
mind.
somebody else.
Cobbs then, please.
Jack, you got one on your platform, mate.
I'm very far away.
Yeah, if someone could try and come in this platform when this skull's dead.
Fear it if you can, at the moment.
Yeah, I'll do a fear in a second.
Which platform?
Miles platform, platform C.
I'm dead.
Right, so we had a lot of people got hit by that spout second to submerge for some reason. Don't know what's going on. Ambusher in the middle, that's teleported to us.
I would say get in the spot even like 2 seconds earlier just to make sure you're there in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw, what, 4 or 5 people go down during that spout. It really shouldn't be happening.
Quick question, on the spout, when you're putting yourself in the water, do you have to be under the water to avoid the damage?
No.
Just get it.
Just jump in the water, as long as you're not on dry
I
land.
was in the water and I got hit for 10k from it.
My head's been above the water every time, and I've never been hit by it.
Don't get hit by the spout. Halleck's got a soul stone, just jump in the water and die there.
I'll release, I'm too far away.
We had that perfect there, guys. That first submerge was completely clean. Everyone came out of it alive. We cleared all the platforms with still like 10 seconds left. It was glorious, and then it just all fell to bits.
I think also what happened from having him better just walking into water because I jumped and it clipped me while I was in air. That's what did me.
Yeah, just drop off the platform, guys. Gravity will do the work.
Yeah, I just lost a bit of focus there, guys, sorry.
And I got stuck under my platform.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Did you drown?
No, I didn't actually. I got nuked.
She clipped it jumping up, which stopped her from getting out fast enough.
Oh, tight.
I think my thing's working because Halleck res me first, so. It's starting to work.
I also noticed on the DBM command for him reappearing, he's jumping up and he does like a loop under edge of that thing. He doesn't knock back when he appears, but you can't actually attack him until he loops round and comes back up again.
Yep.
So don't go in too early. When he says submerge, hold off, and then he'll drop in and spin, and then you won't get your knock back.
Cool. Good chat. Thank you.
Cheers, Diego.
Cheers, boss.
Yeah, if you drop off the front of your platform, you just need to like press the back key and jump, and you'll be back on the platform without getting stuck under it or anything, and you won't have to go down or up or anything. It's much easier that way.
Please do.
That's right, guys. Feel free to go and do some practice in a lake somewhere out in the world if you're not quite comfortable with hopping in and out of water.
Present Jack.
And then obviously anyone that is running, guys, obviously once they're inside, can we just get them summoned? Just speed things up a bit. I know it's our first time in here, but our recovery is quite slow at the moment.
It's the worst one to do it as well. It's with a swim as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
No worries.
I'm on the lift.
Let's get a summon for Cobbs, and a summon for Dens, and a summon for Sucks, please.
Summoning Dens.
Summoning Cubs.
Summoning Sucks.
Yeah, I didn't get a summon him out because we're on lift. That could be it.
Possible to nick a couple of super mana potions off anyone, which I'll replace later.
Yeah, I've got some.
Cheers, mate.
I got some ones you can only use in here if you like.
No, they're beast soulbound.
Oh yeah, they are. Well, that sucks.
I would blast, but mine's in an injector.
No problems. I'll replace those later, mate.
Yeah,
Then do you still need a summon, mate?
Yeah, I didn't get
Doing
all
it
on
again.
The left. Yeah, he didn't. I know Dan disappeared in front of me, but I didn't get mine. Thank you.
Fish over there.
Thank you.
Right, make sure you got your health stones, guys.
Doing a ready check for buffs, everyone.
I'll do food when I'm back on my island.
Yeah, just doing one now, so I'm ready.
When you're good, just get to your starting positions, and let's do that again. Same start as last time, please, because that was glorious to see.
I am ready, mate.
That's cool. You just did a check through, eh?
Yeah.
Nice one, man. Thank you.
Right, combat reses are all up.
Soulstone on Halleck.
All right, this is the real ready check then. Get your fishing rods ready to go. Get into your safety positions, melee. We're all good. Let's get fishing.
Oak, if you stand like where Callie is now, when you're healing, you won't get knocked into the water when he does that whip. I know you got knocked in a couple of times.
We are going to pop Bloodlust after the first submerged phase is over, guys, so when he comes back up, we're going to do all the Bloodlusts and any other cooldowns you've got.
Okay.
Beware.
Spout incoming. Don't miss it. Giant blue line. Great job. Ads incoming. Let's get those center ones picked up nice and quickly. Great job. 15 seconds. So when the guy's back up, Angel, you're going to shout, and that's when Bloodlust's going down for all groups. Shaman, be ready.
Drum's ready as well.
You look back away from the centre ring until he's been up. Otherwise you get him knocked back.
I think that there will be Sprout to the start.
Beware.
After the spout, of course, yep. That's where Bloodlust's going to go. Everyone good?
Okay, go.
Drums are off.
Bravo, watch out.
Spout incoming, guys.
Anti-clockwise. Just go in the water.
Jack.
Got it just a turn.
Nice job, Fish. Ads incoming. Let's get a combat resident hostile, please. Oakleaf, if you could. Nice one. Really?
Well, did you get resident to clean?
Yeah, I think so. When the melee ones are dead, Garble, can you combat res hostile, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Combat resin now.
It's not better waiting for someone else.
We've still got another one after
Not
that
that
as well.
you're not worth it, but
Shames are always worth it.
Absolutely.
you know what I mean. Like someone that sees.
Buff Oswell if you can, guys, please.
Back off from the edge.
Just your paladin to salvation.
Till his head pops up, not when he shows.
Someone's hit this ad, I think. This ad's got a shadow word on it. You need to kill this ad as soon as you can. Anyone who's in range after spout.
I'm coming.
So we're going to kill it.
Spout.
Fuck.
Do you need
Should be good now. Let it go. Let it go. It's good.
Be good.
But Sux is now gone, so we'll have to kill one.
I'm here. I can take it now if you want.
Oh, it's fine. Oh my.
Sorry, Sux is gone, so we'll have to. I'll just shoot you one.
Okay, cool. Kill it then.
Now, Jackson.
Now I'm dead.
Oh, you got to stay here with us then, Mike.
Yeah, I will. Someone else is gonna. Garble, you have to pick up the ad.
Spout again.
I am close. If there's a combat res, they can get me.
That's
I'm
Dan.
literally
He's
just
on the
off
opposite side, unfortunately. Spout coming, Mike. Watch it.
80.
Dan, is there any world where you'd be able to run over here and combat res Jack?
Yeah, I'll come over in a sec.
Thank you. Mike, he's up. He's submerged.
He's got another one coming on.
I've got trouble with that, so really.
Try both. But they need to kill him.
One be food, Mike.
Get a stunnable gun. Get your war stomps in.
Right, I've got Max.
Shoot it again.
Yeah, I'll keep going down.
Cheers, mate.
On Mark is free on Korax.
Repay, how you doing? Island Day.
Second one's almost down.
Cool.
If you got Innovate done, I'd love it.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Thanks, guys.
Get that pickup back on.
Instant spout.
Anti-clockwise. Who's going to pick up the middle one now? Me, I guess. You'll have to fear the ad over here till I can finish the middle one.
Yeah, I can, yep.
Back in the for now.
Oh, I'm moving for 20 seconds.
Alex down. Not sure if we'll be able to get back up again.
Execute phase.
You guys okay with healing on Angel?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
Alex back.
Perfect.
Just like Jesus.
Spout incoming, guys. Let's not lose anyone now.
Anti-clockwise.
Guys, keep it coming. We've got 18 seconds.
I'm down on my island, so the water is a submerged.
Did I get done? Oh, damn it. While I'm jacking Vile and he's killing quickly.
See, when the boss...
Torn this one off me, please, Callie or someone. I need to help them on the phone.
Who's on it?
Okay.
Can you stop?
Jack's dead.
I died now.
You got 15 seconds on that sheet.
Yep.
Yes.
Spouts in.
Break it now, the sheep. So it's on me and not Var.
DPS, just get that boss down 10%. Got one eye on this island we need to kill.
Korax, go on the boss.
I'm absolutely sucking off fumes here.
See, go on, boss. We carry that.
Dotty up and everything.
Spout incoming. Watch it. It's going to us, Mike.
Yeah, I'm in the water, mate.
5%.
Three seconds on pot. 6%. Come on.
Bastard
again.
Shit.
Damn it.
That was just way too quick. Fearing this one, Mike. Stick on the other.
Okay. I wish you would move so I could try and pull it towards the hub. At least I could DPS.
It's a wipe now, isn't it?
That sucks. It's so
crushing.
That was so close.
They just all pull.
5%.
That is a kill. We've got 5 minutes left, guys. If we can get ourselves back in quickly, one more go at the boss.
I can anchor.
If you can anchor and if you can reach people, then go for it. It's going to be the last go for the night, guys. We're going to get in there 5%. There's no reason why we can't kill him.
I'm going to swap over to tank gear just in case we need me to do the ads again.
That'd be great, Garb. Thank you.
Yeah, they hit fucking hard, those melee ones in the middle.
So
yeah, I can't survive as a
I'm going to come back
Yeah, I
to
had
lots of my platform and get the healers up first.
I had to change to full mitigation as well, mate. They were hitting me too hard.
Right, so where did things start to fall apart then?
Our platform, but I think one of them got dotted by something, so then we couldn't cheap it.
Yeah, I think I saw a dot on the ad that kept popping up. Then things got a little bit hectic. Then we lost one of the mages, and then we had extra ads. Then we lost the other mage, and Dan had to come running over. It just started to collapse from there.
Yeah, we tried, as I said, got told to kill it, tried to kill it, and then obviously that thing happened and then knocked us off. So, just best thing to do is just let us keep it sheeped.
Yeah, the idea of the platforms the way they are is that the lock and the mage platforms can be CC'd the whole fight.
Yeah.
I know the locks are nuking theirs just to get them out of the way, but they can just be CC'd, death coiled, and then constantly feared.
Yeah. But I say that's the thing. We're CCing one and then completely obliterating it, the other one. So you know, what I mean, we can actually get to the point where we're not having to CC during a DPS phase. So you know, what I mean, that's fine.
First go really well. I think it's just a spout.
Yeah, our one, but someone stuck a dot on it, so every time Jack sheeped it, it'd come out. So just.
Well, anyway, guys, let's bring home the raid with 2 bosses down, and that'll be a comfortable start in Serpent Shrine, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
And what we might potentially do as well, I know we've put up the eye for the Wednesday raid, but what we might do instead is come in here and do Serpent Shrine again and then do the eye on Monday. That's just a thought, because we've got some good ideas about how to do the early parts here, and we can build on what we've learned already, but still do the eye next reset. I'll chat to the officers about that tomorrow in the officer channel, and we'll come to a consensus and let you know as soon as we can.
Oh, thanks, Blast.
Thank Blast, you'll get used to it.
Erase me pet.
You know.
That is quite thoughtful.
Come and res me before you start resing pets, bro.
Pets do more damage than you. Come on.
I'm trying to find you, to be honest.
They don't in this fight, Sav. They stand with us on the platform.
I'm on the pillar.
Oh, got you.
I've got you, Lee, it's fine.
So I never seen that.
He's a bit new to this whole resurrecting thing.
Oh no, it's.
Where's fish?
That was me thinking I was doing pretty good, and no.
Anara, where are you? Oh, you're not even here. Where's Val? Val, you want to come this way?
Come this way. That could mean anything, Mike.
Over this platform.
Where's Cupcake?
Oh, Cobbs. Yeah, Cobbs can do it. That's a bit far back, Cobbs. Come this way a little bit.
That's all
if you
good.
can.
Okay.
Oh, I just wanted to bubble him straight away.
Got a bubble.
Insta.
Oh, wow.
See?
Just
See?
as you said that.
See?
Didn't insta that, he didn't even finish it.
Yeah, but
Cobbs,
we
and
can
if you
reach
still
him.
got your buffs bottled.
There's health stones here.
Angel, you were lucky.
No, it's skill.
I had that calculated down to the last percentage.
My soulstone should be up by the time we start the next attempt. It's only got like a minute left. Do I put it on Halleck again, or do I save his repair bills and put it on someone else?
I'll put it on Halleck. He loves dying.
Oh, I came in with 12 Superman pots, thought that'd be enough. Can I nick another 4 pots off anyone? I'm using 4.
How many?
Dude, I gave you all my last.
Hello, yeah. I'm using 4 per fight.
Well, that's kind of expected. And
yeah, no, I thought, well, I came in with 12. I thought that'd be well enough, like so.
Plus, come over here. I got.
I shall know for in future.
Plus, come over here.
Where's over here?
There, I'm pinging on the map.
Oh, cheers, Callie. Thank you.
That's all I got.
Cheers, guys. Now, that's people just give me. I've got 3 there. That should do. I'm using everything, mana all the whole lot. I'm just ripping through them.
Hey, mate. I'm a tank that uses mana. Come on.
So I got mana turned up, mana oil, the whole lot.
Yeah, I use all that, mate.
Yeah, I think from now, I suppose places like this you need 20, don't you? So.
Well, no, mate. You should be bringing 30 at least.
Right, okay.
And you need to be looking at demonic runes as well. I know mages have their cheaty jewel thing, but demonic runes as well. If
Mana
you're in,
emerald, oh yeah.
If you're in dire circumstances.
Just go back and be a mage.
Oh, I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm really enjoying this chamois. Yeah,
I'm leveling up a chamois now as well. Almost at 55, just so I can be elemental.
I mean, I get to raise my mate Alec, you know what I mean?
I don't think they work in months.
Dude, I'll show you.
The one you buy at the beginning. They're like the Never ones, but they're for in here.
I'll just link the mana pot. You get 3 of those for 1 coil fang armament.
You have to be exalted with CE though. Most of us should be there or very close by now.
Sorry,
I am. It's no problem. I'm pro, aren't I? Sweet.
Oh, yeah. I got loads of them in the bank. Get some.
Let's get sorted, guys. This is the last pull of the night, so let's end on a high note, please.
Just pop what you can, guys. I know it's been a bit of a grindy one, so.
Progression nights, boys and girls. This is what we play the game for.
Enjoyed this tonight.
I will just point out that we have no combat reses for at least 4 minutes. So, no combat reses this run.
Oh, I was saying about us, not that you don't deserve the combat res, but like CCers if they die.
I still don't. I don't get why Amelia are trying to run around. It's so much safer and easier. You take fuck all damage just to step forwards, walk in the water.
And also the fact that once you step into the water, once it's past you, you can step back onto the land and then carry on DPSing.
Exactly.
You can carry on DPSing in the water. You don't need to lose any DPS.
No,
Indeed.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you're running around losing DPS because you're running when you could just step in the water and carry on DPSing.
Let the healers take the burden.
Yes, let the healers take the burden.
Mike, you know that you can DPS while running.
I know that. I know you can DPS.
Right.
Can we kill this boss, please?
Yeah, let's stop. Let's worry about the ins and outs later on, guys. The only way people can get themselves into the water. That's.
Have we got a cooldown on Bloodlust, or is it still?
It's available.
Right, everyone's ready. We should have at least 2 combat reses up during this fight. I know Oaks is nearly up, Garbles is nearly up, so we're all ready. Let's start fishing, please.
And we have a soulstone up on a healer as well.
Is the second soulstone also ready to go?
7 minutes.
Okay, that's free. Well, this is the boss that we'll be just doing sort of in passing in a couple of weeks' time. Won't even be a thing.
Yep. I know it's been really easy back in the day.
Wow.
Cheers.
Oh, sorry, Mary. If you get a third combat res up, then we'll put a combat res on you, saving 2 for.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Spout incoming.
I've just been disconnected.
Your timing is perfect.
Yep, that's pretty awful.
Oh, it left real log. Don't got there. Should get
Nice.
that back off.
Okay, keep her alive. Reconnect as soon as you can, T, please.
I'm logging in. I'm logging in now.
The proper classic experience.
Okay. Let's get this fight sorted, guys. Stay focused. Much as I hate to say it.
I'm back.
Thank you, T. Into place. Be ready.
It's mine, go.
It actually worked that time, Lee.
Oh. It did too, sorry.
I've got heals on Lee. Thank you. Rest some mana, guys. How long on combat resist, people?
Please stay back from the edge.
12 seconds on Garbles, 2 minutes on mine.
Right.
It's not worth risking your life.
Hold off on them for now, please. Spout incoming. Dodge it.
Anti-clockwise.
Should we Bloodlust after this?
Well, Spout's finished, yep. Combat res on Diego, please. Oak.
He's too far back.
Oh, really? Okay. Hold it then. Bloodlust now.
Drums.
Alec, are you able to soulstone or are you too far up? Let's get a combat res on Halleck when this is over, please. Should be near Lee's platform. Ping the map, please, Halleck.
I was underwater and got hit.
Lost loads that side. Down too.
Yeah. Let's try and get out of this platform.
Submerged. Right, we can get a combat res. Whoever's closest to Halleck when you get a chance.
Where the fuck did my ad go?
We'll have to kill one team. Let's get that one.
You're right, just come and kill one.
Save combat resist with.
Because Garble did something and then it fucking disappeared.
Yeah, it just spawned on that platform, man, and just killed.
Just kill cops as well.
Or we just wipe them out.
I mean, we've lost rather too many people, I think, to have a realistic chance, so just wipe it up, guys. We'll have to call it a night with only one boss killed. Better than 0, though, by a long way.
Man, a 5% pull is pretty good, though. We should take that.
Okay, folks. Well, it's been a fun night for our first try in Serpent Shrine. Boss dead, some pretty good work there, and the Lurker will be dead next time we're in. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get the second kill. I was thinking that we might be looking at 3, maybe even more, but there's a few little tricky mechanics there people need to get their heads around, and getting used to the mechanics of the fight is a big part of progress. But that's what learning nights are for, guys.
Enjoyed that.
That was awesome. Really enjoyed that.
Yes. So I'll having a chat with the officers, and we'll confirm what we're going to be doing on Wednesday, and we'll get back to you all as quick as we can. But yeah, we'll get ourselves sorted out, run back in, and then we can just get a portal back to Shatterat or Hearthstone or whatever we need.
And don't forget to repair.
Yeah, if you've got any dregs left of your guild repair funds, then feel free to dip into those.
For a second there, Leo, I thought you were running around with a glaive.
Yes, it's good. Of course, we got the extra bits of this loot as well, and one shard, which is traditional, I suppose.
Do need to actually make the bits for it now, though.
To rack 3 bits of biz in the first run's awesome for one boss.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Has anyone in the guild got the boar's speed for boots? Because I want to make these boots, so we'll need that.
No,
I don't think anyone has.
Unfortunately, I've got the cat's grace, or where it is, and that's it. I think.
Good night, Os.
As far as the
yeah, dude.
Is it a
Same speed bonus? The ball just has stam as well. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Speed and stam.
Yeah. Is it a world drop or is it
world drop?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Seen it drop once.
Yeah, I don't know anyone. I've only not even seen anyone with it. Spammed it a few times, but
Well, I say if you go onto the Priorwood Discord, you can just search up ball speed. There are people on the server that do have
last
it.
time I was asking for it in guild, I just literally shouted in Algomar. Some guy was right there next to me. He was like, "Yep, I'll do it for you." Gave him 20 gold extra. I don't know what's the going price for tips. I just gave him 20 gold.
20 gold, I think, is fine.
Yeah,
that's a good bash. That.
I tipped 3 different guys for 3 different enchants today for 5 gold each. So you lot are fucking overpraying.
What were that, Mate? You did 3 different guys